welcome to Lipstix, featuring none other than Miss Tina.
Tina J, hey.
Oh, Tina J, not Faye. Oh, God.
Hey, she called me Tina Faye.
I call her Tina Faye.
Always Tina J.
It kind of stuck, but okay.
Right?
And I'm Lala. Hi,
and I'm
y'all.
K2W. Good afternoon. I keep saying afternoon, but good evening.
Good evening. Good
Welcome,
evening.
welcome.
All right, we're going to do our norm, guys. We start off with Miss Lala herself with something, I don't know. I've smoked that one, but that's a long, that's probably for me, probably a good 2 hours smoke. But how long we going to be here that long?
Well, I mean, no, but this is one of those cigars that you smoke when you're trying to measure your time. So, like, if you're out and at a club or whatever, you're out and about and you're like, I just want to be there for about an hour or so. This is a good measuring stick. And really, it's a good hour and 45 minutes. It's an LFD.
I never thought about that. Like, because, I just smoke how I feel. I don't really put, like, in my head, I'm like, yeah, when I finish the stick, I'm going to leave. But I don't put a time frame on the stick. So I like that. That's a measuring stick. It's awesome.
It's a good measuring stick. Like, this is the LFD. They call it the digger, aka digger. It's supposed to lay you on your feet, on your back, on your bottom, however you lay. That makes you comfortable.
It's a good stick too.
It doesn't do anything. I like a full body.
Myself
Some people
too.
call them a tailpipe or whatever you may want to call it. But this is truly, genuinely, completely a full-bodied cigar. So it's like a 60 by 72, something like that. It's very, very long. Like, yeah.
What was that?
So in
now,
other
what was
words,
that?
it's very long. It's her measuring stick.
She said
said
very
that.
long.
She said that though. She said it's her measuring stick. She was talking about
Some
time,
people
but
fall short, and that's all I'm gonna say.
She's
it
jumping
had
on
a
in there, y'all.
twofold.
She's jumping on in there.
it had a twofold meaning on that. It was it wasn't just about it wasn't just about time, but LFD is a great stick. For those of you who've ever encountered the LFD, the chapter. Look, I think the chapter 2 is a
good medium to full, but that chapter 1 is completely full-bodied cigar.
Yeah, so
if that's what you're looking for, a full-bodied cigar, they even have the double Ajero. It comes in three or four different sizes.
What's up, Gwen?
What's up, Key? What's up, Lisa? I want all three.
Hey,
Ashley.
So
I can't help when they walk
I think
past me.
we got TCA in the house. We always appreciate you guys.
What's up, my lady?
Appreciate you guys. I am smoking a Tati Wahe. I think it's one of the best
love
full.
Tati Wahes.
Yeah, it's one of the best full body. I have a Lancero stick. I don't even know why I'm smoking heavy tonight. I gotta go to work, but it is what it is. I think Miss Tina Faye is still on the spades tip this week.
Oh, yeah.
I am today.
Yes.
I decided to do sweet. I hadn't did sweet in a few weeks, so I'm doing a sweet mocha from Queen of Spades. Hey.
Oh, that mocha is good.
Yes,
I like and I'm not an infused bodied person, but I like Queen of Spades. I don't even say Queen King, but I say Queen of Spades.
I love the King too, but my favorite is the Midnight.
Mm-hmm.
But I like this mocha as well.
So
when you smoke a full body, does it keep you up? Or
no.
Some people say it
lays me out.
nightmares.
It's my legal version
it
of
lays me out.
It's my legal version. So no, it doesn't give me nightmares nor keep me up. They need to get Jesus in their life if they get
some demons they fighting, y'all.
I got some demons then.
We gotta do our little credits. First, thank I Stogies International House of Stogies on Highway 6 for always allowing us to come and film here. Their great hospitality, their lounge setting, great people. So again, we just want to thank them. If nothing else, we will take a pause for the cause. We have great topics for you guys today. I hope you're ready. I'm never ready because I just looked at them a few minutes ago. So when we come back, we will start with the first topic is actually kind of like a part 2 of last week. One of our great people, one of our great followers kind of asked this question, and Tina jotted it down. So we're going to do what we always tell you to do. If you send us a question, we're going to answer it. So there we go. We're going to take 5 minutes. We probably won't be a whole 5 minutes, but we will take a few minutes, and then we'll be right back. Thank you, guys.
And we are back. Hey, ladies. How's it
Hello.
going? How's this week been for y'all so far?
Stressful. Let me just say stressful. It's Tuesday, and it's always stressful for me.
I do want to say that there was a great day today with the verdict. I have to speak on the verdict because it was an awesome verdict, guilty across the board.
All perfect.
We don't have to spend a lot of time, but I have to speak on it. That it was an awesome day. There's a lot of more work to come in our African American community, but for George Floyd, we want to say to the family that hopefully they can get some peace.
For
It's
all the
not
families.
over. For all the families that's going through that, hopefully they can get some peace, but it's just the beginning. Hopefully this is just the sign of some change that's to come, but I had to speak on it.
Yes,
I had to say
I was
it.
going to mention it. I know the word congratulations sometimes come to mind, and maybe it's not a congratulations at the end of the day,
It's not.
but it is a peace of mind. And what we tend to fail to realize that a peace of mind will take us a long way. So
Yeah.
I do want to say congratulations to the family, but at the same time, I kind of want to just say thank God for the peace of mind that you've been gathered. You've able to gather for today's verdict. So there we go. Today's first topic is cheating respectfully.
Huh? How the hell you cheat respectfully?
It's called cheating respectfully.
Hey, please,
when I
thank
saw,
you.
first of all, when I
Hey,
saw
you
the
can the way
Please,
this
can I
girl was
cheat and
talking.
thank you for
when
your
I saw
answer?
the topic and I understood, Tina kind of, well, we try not to talk about it, but she just told me about the topic, or who the person that asked for it, and I said I totally agree. Unfortunately, I know I hate cheating, but at the end of the day, there is a sign of respect, because guess what?
Wait a minute.
I know I'm the bad guy. I like being a bad guy. I do like being a bad guy. You can cheat respectfully. There are a lot of people that have an understanding at their house. Let's see, that's why my mic going out. A lot of people have
That's
an
some
understanding at their household. I
That's
didn't
some
say
bullshit.
I would cheat respectfully. I just said
But you would cheat.
no, I just said I understand. I can agree with the person who asked the question, because it's understandable only because I see it. Sometimes, you have that relationship that you're there only for the kids. So
That's
it's
an
not an
understanding.
excuse. It's an understanding.
bullshit.
So at the end of the day, though, that particular spouse decides, hey, I'm only here for the kids. You do what you do. I do what I do. And we just kind of meet in the middle to make sure our house is happy. So technically, that's cheating respectfully.
That is not. That's bullshit.
The way
It's
this
not
came
cheating
about,
respectfully, but
I was
you
watching
cannot.
something and the lady was talking about cheating respectfully, as long as he didn't bring home
No,
a
STD.
side
disease.
baby.
Yeah, I'm with that.
He didn't want a side baby. She didn't want a side baby. Any diseases, and don't.
Good luck with that.
And not be on the down low, meaning that he's doing something on the down low, and
Cheating
being
is on the
res-
down low.
and also not
No,
getting
down
caught to
low,
where
man to
all
man.
of their
Come on now.
all of their
I know, but-
business is out there. Then she was good with it, as long as those.
I mean, she
those
had a lot of
elements was good.
criteria, though. She really didn't need. They need not cheat at all. I mean,
If a woman
I mean,
gives you
she gave
permission
up
to
like a
cheat,
whole-
that means she cheating on you too, boo.
but that's
So
that's
that's
why it's
understand.
respectfully.
And so that's not
my whole
respectfully.
point.
That's just
They
having an
both doing
understanding.
it.
That's not
Well,
respect.
okay, you
because
call it
that's
understanding.
disrespectful all the way
Exactly.
around. That's just
Exactly.
disrespectful. But y'all got to understand it.
But
I'm
if
cool
you
with that. What
if
you
you
do is what you
understand
do.
it and they understand it at the same time, I get in terms of the word respect. Yes, it's disrespectful.
But why be
if
together?
because they're there for the kids. You guys have them damn badass.
But sometimes it's not about. In this situation,
So-
they didn't have kids.
I'm just.
They
using
was
that
just
as-
dating.
Well,
But
they
then
there
they-
for
But
the
they
she
money.
should've-
was just accepting this because
If
to
you're
her this was
dating
like,
and
I don't
you
want to
cheat,
let
then
this
that's
dude
stupid.
go.
Y'all know
and I
cheaper
don't
to
wanna
keep
miss
it, right?
I don't want to
If
miss
you-
out on
cheaper
the
to keep
dude.
him.
But if you date and
Or
you
him,
cheating,
if you
then
make
that's
more
stupid
money.
because you're not tied to that person financially, paper wise, or anything. So it's easy to walk
Maybe
away.
she
so
was
I
getting
don't
some
know.
of out of
Now
it.
you made me change my.
Now you change
I
your
thought
mind.
you,
not always
I thought you
about
talking about
kids.
them kids.
No,
people,
I'm
them
not
kid
talking about
people.
necessarily being married. I mean, that's a good one.
But I'm
being
just,
married or in a
just
long-term
cheating
relationship and
because
having kids.
You can if you just dating Joe Blow and y'all been
Why
dating
not
for a year,
leave?
just leave.
Just leave. No. She said, I'm not going to leave this good man for this one. That's what she said.
If he
I'm not
good,
going to
why
leave this
she
good
cheating?
ass
Why
man.
she talking about cheating? The dick must not be good. The
Well,
finances must be
Something
better.
is good there.
The finances, because if the dick was good, she wouldn't be cheating on him.
So now you saying
It's always something
so now,
missing.
now you saying she cheating because she's supplementing.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That's that
Okay.
parent spare. I'm telling
Okay.
you, all you
That
got to
parent,
build a man.
we can't get off that
Build
parent
one.
spare. We can't get off that parent spare.
You got to build one
Build a bear.
or two.
So she says the finances are good.
Keep one in the back pocket.
The taking care of process at home is
Yep.
good. So hey,
and see, the side
the
baby.
dick is bad. So I'm just going.
The side baby is
I'm a
about
supplement.
I'm a
that's
supplement.
like that's
Okay.
proof that you can't get rid of, and so at that fact, that's when she's out. Like I can't take a side baby because that's proof you can't get rid of the side
'Cause
baby.
now
So that's it.
that's at least 18 years of
So she was more about as long as it can be hidden and it's not all out in the open. Then
But
she
it's
was
not
good
hid-
with it.
But it's not
She was good with it.
hidden. It's not hidden. She knows
was
about
good.
it because they had a whole conversation. So
No, she talking about hitting to other people, not
no,
to them.
don't think people don't see.
Sherelle
People
said
see
that nigga,
everything.
that nigga
People
must be
it's
small.
called people watching.
He must be small.
Sherelle, we're not
Small,
trying
right.
to. Today is not about dick
ain't-
measuring
he's
day. It's
not.
not a dick measuring
Yes,
day.
it is. We got the digger.
Well,
out
we
here
do have the
today.
digger.
Yeah.
We do have the digger.
Pretty big.
Reference.
So, okay, so
A reference to.
I understand the respectfulness is a no. I'm just saying, let's not be. This conversation can't be to the point that we're ignorant that this shit doesn't happen every day.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So my comment is because it happens every day. There are a lot of married people that are there for the kids. I'm just sticking in it for
Staying
in it
Staying
for the
in it.
kids. I want my kids to have two parents at home.
Yeah.
However they make that work to make their households do what they do. I can't knock that. I don't necessarily agree with it. At the end of the day, I don't agree with cheating. But, if that's something that both partners have come to a conclusion and agreement about, who are we to...
It's no judgment, but I'm
Yeah,
just calling
you know.
bullshit when I see it.
I
Because
get it.
the
I get it.
Because you gotta think about if you're doing it for the kids, then you need to separate because apparently you two can't get along in that house. And don't
Yeah.
think the kids don't see it, don't sense
That's what
it,
I say.
Don't
Kids,
feel it.
Usually.
You
kids
don't
pick
do
up on
nothing-
shit real
yeah, they
quick.
pick up on
Usually
it.
what happens in that
Automatically.
situation is as soon as the kids are out of the house, it's a wrap. Like it's a wrap. for
18.
real.
All you need to do is turn 18.
Literally, I've seen it to where it happens like the week of graduation.
But that's what I'm
Just that
saying.
quick.
Like, I know several people have gotten, soon as that child was getting ready to put on that cap and gown, they were moving out. And I'm like, well, damn. You been with them all this damn time. Like, what the fuck?
Only for the kids.
Only for the kids. Like,
Fake the funk.
in their
Life
head,
is too short to be
there's a
unhappy.
mutual
To
respect.
stay unhappy for years, life
That-
is too short.
That's
It
a
is.
sacrifice that
So,
I'm not willing to have.
to
or
me,
give to
forget
anyone.
Cheating
I would rather be
respectfully.
happy,
Just be
single
happy.
with my kids and be a
Just be
single parent.
honest, be truthful,
It's crazy.
and that's it. Tell your truth, live your life, and move on.
But so not to
Yeah,
take
Keita,
away
they
from
see
that
the
story,
bullshit.
but what happens if the child or children in that household are really dramatically traumatized by their parents breaking up? How do yes,
Children
they can
are
go to
resilient.
counseling.
They get over. They're not traumatized
But we can-
only if they've been knocked against the wall.
We can't
or choked
always
the fuck
say
out.
that everybody is not resilient. So I can't
Kids are,
say
though.
that. Kids
Children
are.
are.
Majority
It just depends.
are, but
If you
how
show
do
them
you
a lot,
handle that?
if you were arguing a lot and you were fighting a lot and doing all that in front of them, then yeah, that might affect them a
what
little
if
bit
you
more.
What if you
If you
wasn't
weren't-
fighting? What if it was kind of one of those things you made sure you didn't fight in
You
front
just
of
have
your
to
child?
be able to
Y'all
work
are not
together
giving
to
kids
still
enough
raise
credit
those kids.
because
Yeah.
when you give life,
Well, I
that
don't.
child is a part of you.
I watch enough Lifetime to know that them pink people get out there.
Lifetime?
But we ain't talking about the pinky toes, are we? I can't speak from the pinky toe experience. I'm speaking from
I can speak from the pinky toe experience.
I think that I've been there, and I think that if you can have mutual respect and still raise your kid will be fine. Your kid will be fine. But it's all about the parenting too. So
it is about the parenting.
It's about the parenting. It's parenting on both sides, though.
But if you have a child, they're looking at both parents, and they're looking at you as an example. So if they see you staying in a relationship and you're unhappy, and you're only doing it for them, they're going to think that that's okay for them to do. And you don't want that for your child.
Especially your girls.
You don't want that for your male or female. You don't want that for your child, period. You want your child to be happy, prosperous, and be like a productive citizen in the United States.
Yeah.
You don't want them to think that it's okay for a person to mistreat you and you stay in their relationship. That's some fucked up shit.
Yeah.
You are abusing your child, period.
Well,
that's abuse.
We have a lot of abusing children. Abuse the children.
I'm
just saying.
That's not even good to
we
say.
need to report their ass.
You know, I look at reality as what it is.
It's happening.
It's happening.
It is real.
I mean, we can disagree on it at all levels of it, but at the end of the day, this right here is a true happening of what's been going on for generations. It didn't just start last week with us or in any terms.
But there was
this
different
conversation.
times.
Yeah.
Different
It
times,
is.
and people didn't think they had a choice or an option. There are so many resources available to people. I mean, whether it's male or female, if you have children and you decide to do it on your own, there are a lot of resources to help you. If not,
family.
and family, you have support. So I don't condone it. I could cheat, but I'm not gonna do it and just stay in a relationship with somebody
just because
I have children with them. Hell no. Hell to the motherfucking no. Don't do it.
Don't cheat respectfully.
Call 911, 411, 611.
all of them.
All of them. Somebody gonna have an answer for you.
She's still on Build-A-Bear though, FYI.
That's okay.
While we talking
look, I'm successful at that.
On that note,
how many parts does it take to build a bear? Do you connect the arm here from
We
this
still
part?
gotta have a class
the
on
leg?
There's 4 bodies, like you know.
The Build-A-Bear's 4 bodies.
we're gonna have a class on
four.
that.
F-U-L.
Like we're gonna have a show
Four
strictly
bodies.
on building it.
I told you what one don't have, the other one does.
Gotcha.
And then if the one of them, the both of them.
So
over
when
here
you're
acting
building a
fool,
bear, you're not in a relationship.
it's not building
you're
a bear.
dating.
It's building a man.
Same thing.
No, it's
You-
not.
Building
I
a
don't
man,
sleep
you're
with
not in a
bears.
relationship. You're just dating.
But it could potentially become a relationship
Okay.
out of one of those, because the other is gonna see what the other one is doing, and they're gonna feel that they losing you in some way, shape, or form, or whatever fashion. And guess what? They're gonna straighten up and fly right, or they're gonna hit the road.
Peebo, what are you saying? You waved your hand. What is it?
Oh,
Way over.
yeah.
All right. In the video.
If he got something to
Leave my
say, he
brother
can.
alone.
Y'all in the video.
That's Peebo.
He can.
y'all.
If he has something to say, he can.
That's
All right.
Peebo.
You might need some new friends.
Really,
All right.
you're not our friend anymore, Edward.
So, leading up to cheating,
Your
coming out of the cheating, we're gonna go directly into the second topic. Unless you want to take a pause.
Let's take a pause.
take
You
a
want to
pause.
take a pause?
Yep.
Okay. Well, it's 7:30. We good on the pause?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna take a pause for the cause. Hey, and welcome back, guys.
Hey.
To Lipstix.
I couldn't hear it first.
podcast. Look how much of a cigar. Look how much of it is burning.
She
Look
gonna
how
be
Girl,
hot.
you got a long way to
She gonna
go.
be here all
with
night.
some gentleman's jack, baby.
I'm on
You
wine
got a long way
tonight.
to go.
I got a long weekend. Second topic kind of goes into. I mean, you can focus on that if that's what you want, but the second topic is about enhancements, and it kind of filters from the cheating aspect. So men and women, we tend, I say we, speaking in a general consensus, not me myself, to do things to impress our mates or make our mates happy. If our mate is a boob guy, we go get a boob job. If they want ass, you go get as enhancements.
Implants.
The major thing is if you want your penis to be better.
So let's talk about that.
I mean, you go get
guys
penis
do that?
enhancement. I mean,
Hell yeah, that's why they got the
Guys
penile implants.
do-
Yes, they do.
Guys get
they
implants.
say no. They say no.
Hell,
Hell,
if they did it, they ain't gonna
All
tell
I
you.
usually hear about are the
Who
older
would tell
guys
you?
getting implants. But do younger guys get implants?
If they have a small
If
one,
they're
they probably
young,
do, and they can
I
afford
don't
it.
know. I think they stunting their growth or something. I don't know. I mean,
No, they're not drinking coffee, Kim. They shit.
I
Getting her penile implant.
Did you say stunted growth?
Yes,
you young. Like you don't know if it's gonna grow some. I don't know.
Well,
man.
you don't know if the sperm
No,
count
I'm
is
not
gonna be
talking that
accurate.
young.
More
Yeah,
so.
that-
At
Yeah,
40,
that's
you
right.
should know that your penis
she
is not
said
growing
young.
anymore.
She said young. I'm talking about. You said 40. 40 is not young. Is that
Well,
the new
I mean,
20?
that's young. That's younger than what
Shit,
I'm
it's
used to.
young
hearing.
for me.
Yeah, I'm used to hearing like.
young
40 is
for
the
me.
new 20.
I'm used to hearing like 65 and older.
Shit,
So
50
get it.
is the new 30, y'all. Y'all better ask somebody. Ain't that,
That-
right?
That is true. Yeah, that is true. That is
50
true.
is the new 30.
50 is the new 30.
Really?
Yes,
50 is the new
baby.
30.
Okay.
So I mean, at the end of the day, those are those deal breakers when we talk about enhancements. Are those deal breakers for you with your spouse to make you either number one want to go, or number two want to cheat? Or you know, if you're a breast man and your spouse isn't a breast person, and you wake up, you know, your spouse wakes up one day and say, "Hey, baby, why don't you get a boob job?" Would you get that boob job if that's what he
If he
wants?
paying for it. And
Why
I'm not
not?
gonna go. I'm not doing no triple D's or nothing like that. But I
Why
always
not?
said, because I used to be like a 32B, like for real, y'all.
Uh-huh.
I didn't have these,
Uh-huh.
but now I have these. But I used to always say when I got older that I would have like a lift just to make them firmer.
I think
a
a lift is
I think
good.
a lift is a little
Good.
different. A lift is not more
It's
so
still
but
an
it's
enhancement.
though.
Yeah, but I'm talking about enhancements that a man require, not or your the
You
the
mean
opposite
require
sex.
like?
The
Well, he
opposite
shouldn't have
sex.
married
Bigger
me.
I'm not
boobs.
talking
Yeah.
about, you know, a lift.
Yeah,
we
because
all
you didn't
need it 'cause,
marry-
You know,
you
when we
didn't
get a
marry-
certain age, it's gonna.
You didn't get with her that way.
Y'all
Yes.
remember that story where this guy married this woman who had all these enhancements, and when they had a child, he divorced her because the child was ugly. Looked like she was before she had all the enhancements.
The child was ugly?
The child was ugly. Yeah,
But that's a mixture of them both now.
but she must
Right.
look more like the mama. Or it looked more like the mother.
She did all the work.
And she, oh yeah, she did all. She was on top.
Wow.
When you on top, you have a girl. When you on, I don't know.
I don't know that part, but okay.
Well, I
Um,
must have been on top.
so,
a lot.
I mean, so
I got two girls.
Our,
I got a boy and a girl, so I went
we
both
didn't
ways.
answer the question, and I think maybe Lala did answer the question, but Tina, I don't think you answered the question. Are enhancements a deal breaker? Like, I agree with you. If you wanted boobs or ass or something of that fact, then you should have got that before getting with me, because you
Right.
already knew what I had.
Unless you're paying for it.
Now, if he says, "Oh, I want you to have a bigger ass, baby," I think I'm an ass man, and you flat as shit.
Well, you gotta get me from the back, baby. Pump it up.
Okay.
Let's
I don't
try
see-
the
I
natural
don't
way
see anything
first.
wrong with it if he gonna pay for it. I don't
Right.
see anything wrong with it.
So
Yeah, I don't think
if we
anything's
ask
wrong
a
with
man, would they get a penis enhancement? You think that's
I
gonna
think
be
they would get
same?
offended.
They will be very
That's
much so
that's my
offended.
point.
I think they'd be offended.
But you know, that's always.
But
how
how long
guys
did you
are.
let it? How long did you let it go before you realized that he needed a penis implant? Because that's not something that all of a sudden. It's not like breast. Like no, because with
Yes,
breast,
you know
kind
you
of.
had
But
a little
listen,
one.
but listen where I'm
You and
going.
this
'cause
badass
with
mic.
breast,
Fuck out of here with this.
with breast, you have a kid, and after having some kids, sometimes your breasts start to fall.
They
okay?
droop.
Right.
Same thing with your ass. After having kids and all that.
They
Your
fall.
ass
with a
fall?
man,
They
with
go
a-
south.
With a man,
asses too.
with a
I've
man,
never had
he
that
not
problem with my
a
man.
man
work
don't
out.
he not having kids and shit. So his penis was his penis when you got his penis. So all of a sudden
We're more
I mean,
forgiving
you
than men
knew.
are. We're a little more
You
forgiving.
knew what
We
penis you
fall
was
in
dealing with
love,
when you got with the penis. That's
and we
what
don't
I'm
think
saying.
that much of the penis size sometimes when you are somewhat in love. But when that love is gone, guess what?
Lies.
That's the first thing you
Lies.
talk about.
Why you telling
Your little
lies?
ass dick, you can't fuck worse shit.
So,
woo, woo,
Lala-
woo, woo, and you get all mad at him. When that
La,
was already, you
and
knew he had a
Tina
little ass
say
dick when you got with him.
enhancements are not deal breakers. They would definitely say okay to enhancements.
I would say okay to enhancements.
I want a belly tuck. 'Cause
I
somebody
do
pay for
too.
my belly tuck.
Personal thing that may not be his thing. We're not talking about what you want personally. That's
talking about
this
only
is-
about
this
what he
is about
required.
relationships.
He
In a
wants you to have
relationship,
it.
So
it is
my-
about what I want.
Well, no, but I'm saying you're talking about what you think, because the man probably already thinks you look good at this point. Let's just use that example. He thinks everything about you is great. You, in your head, think that there's some other things that you need to work on. That's a personal thing. So I'm not. We're not asking.
You're
about,
talking about a man saying,
we're talking
"Hey."
about a relationship, because what I'm leading to is, and my question is, you guys got off subject, was, is it a deal breaker? Meaning, if your man or your woman or whomever says, I want this, and I'm gonna fire the fucking producer over here with this damn mic. If he says, I want this, and you say no, how does that work? If he says, I want it, and
So
you
you're
say
saying
no,
that you'll be afraid that he's gonna go cheat or so for somebody who does have those
that,
things.
yes.
Those
So
qualities.
are you more likely to say, yeah, you don't want to fucking get more breasts, because that's a back situation anyway as we get older, but let's just say you're fine and you like, why can't I just be blase blah, and he says, no, but I want you to have more breasts, or I want you to have more ass, or I want you to do X, Y, and Z, lift that chin up or some shit like that. You may not be offended personally, but I think you may be offended depending on how
Because you
he
might
asks.
think you don't fit the
But
fit the bill anymore. You're not attracted to me
Because
anymore.
then does your self-conscious start fooling with you and think that, hey, every time a big-breasted or a big
every time
woman
pass
or
by,
something,
that's what he wants. That's what he wants.
Exactly. Or he's paying attention to that.
Well, but I'm sure you
So-
can find something that you would like to change about him too. You can flip it and then see what happens.
Well, we live in a double standard.
In a double
you can
standard
always
world.
flip it and see what happens.
We could do that. So at the end of the day, do you think if you tell your man no, that would push him to go find what he wants?
It probably would, but I mean, that's
I guess
a
it's the
chance
same.
you have to take.
To me, it's the same. It's kind of almost the same as sex. Different things. They're bored. They want to try something new in your relationship.
So because they're
with
bored,
sex.
you're gonna cut
Good
yourself up.
point.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying it's kind of the same.
It's
Like,
relatable.
when he's saying that, okay, I want to try something new. I want to try something freaky. I want to try something
A
different.
threesome.
Would you be open to that? It's kind of the same thing. Or would you be scared that, okay, I'm not gonna do this. I'm not open for that. So I'm afraid that he's now gonna go find
Let me
that
say
somewhere
something.
else.
Yeah.
Being a freak is different than cutting up yourself. I'm just gonna be real clear.
That's
It's
not being
eas-
a freak.
No. She was saying it's like if he asked for a threesome versus asking for you to get your ass lifted or your breast.
I think what she's
breast.
saying is it's still the same because they're asking you to do something that's out of the norm.
Out of the
something
norm.
that when you met me, that's not what we were
Yeah,
doing. But
right.
now you're changing up on me. And
Changing
you want me
up.
to
But
do
those are
X, Y, and
permanent.
Z.
Body enhancements are
They
permanent.
have
things.
permanent repercussions
Freaky shit
too.
ain't permanent.
They have
It can
permanent-
be.
It can be because you can break up over that shit.
It can be. Because you can break up from that shit.
You
It
can
can
break
be.
up.
It can go wrong. That
It
threesome
can
can
go
go
wrong.
totally
It go
wrong.
totally
Yeah,
wrong.
it can be.
It can be.
It can
Somebody gonna be
lead
mad.
you astray. You be that stray cat talking about what happened. I don't know.
can be.
I tried something new. I liked it. I tried it. Then you know what? We had this conversation before. Be careful what you ask for. Because you
Absolutely.
can ask for that shit, and then when it gets out of whack, now you can't control it, and now you upset because you like, oh, I'm married to a hoe.
But just
I'm
to
married
that,
to a freak.
Just to that, okay. So let's go with that. So I get the enhancements. Now I'm getting all the attention, and now everybody wants your now person that you just enhanced.
Now
So then
what?
what?
But I've heard men say they like it when the woman on their own arm is getting all the attention. And then I've heard men
Until it
sit your ass
happens.
down.
Not an insecure man. An insecure man cannot handle the attention that his woman gets, and that's technically a little boy or a male.
You
But-
just gonna draw them up like that?
I am.
She
You
shrunk
want me to draw a sick man or a sick boy? I could do either one.
She shrunk it.
So
Shrunk it. The nigga went.
a man can handle the attention that his woman gets or receives.
Well, be ready because
know-
if you gonna get her boobs that big, it's going to happen. The tension is
Right,
coming.
yeah.
And generally, I like to think that a man who is on that level, and that's what his thought process is, most of the time I feel like that they want that attention because they like to feel like they the man, or they got the best of the best. You know what I'm saying? The creme de la creme. They woman is fine as hell and all, and I got her and you don't. So that plays into their ego and everything.
I've seen women lose weight, like lots of weight,
and
their man can't take it, and they leave
because his fat ass
like
can't
leave.
His fat ass can't handle the attention she's getting now, and he can't help himself to get because our bodies are different, so we have to work out different to lose weight. And
I've seen it. I've seen
It can
women
backfire on
lose whole marriages because they lost weight.
Can you lose a half
and they
a marriage?
look whole marriage, whole family, because they lost weight.
Back to segment 1.
They started being healthy. They lost weight and they got a lot of attention, and he couldn't handle it. I mean, seen marriages that were for years, and then after
he's
that,
insecure,
gone.
But it works the same
like
way on women. I've seen men. One day they was this big fat belly hanging over they pants, and then one day you walk up and
seen
be like,
that too.
Also
Get jealous.
Think about how
and then the woman is still, because a lot of times, and no offense, guys, we're just kind of having conversation. I don't want people to think this is all about big people or not. But I've seen men lose weight and the woman stays obese. And
seen that too.
It does. It just doesn't. It's like they gain weight together, probably because when they started out, they were young, they were married, they had kids.
Yeah.
And
I've seen a lot of guys leave in that situation too.
Yeah.
But you have people who are growing apart. So you do have the person who is doing better by themselves. So they are feeling better about themselves. So you don't know what is going on in their thought process. They're trying to have a healthier life.
Right.
They feel so good about themselves, and so everything is changing about them.
Yeah.
So their partner isn't changing.
Yeah.
So they didn't grow together.
They did not grow together. They're
Gotta
growing
evolve.
apart. So
relationship, you're gonna change.
Yeah, it's gonna.
We talked about that before.
But sometimes in relationships you do grow apart, but hopefully you stay together and you grow back together. That's just, again, communication. That is, both y'all have to want the same thing. You want to be in that relationship and work at it. But that's just life.
It is.
It's gonna happen. And
so to answer your question, I do it only because I want some anyway.
Right. But see, I agree with you.
I do it because I want some anyway.
If you wanted some booze, you want some. If you want to pay for
get
some
some enhancements, let's get
that's
it.
great.
Let's go for it.
But
I'm all good for it.
Didn't,
Because
and
I want
you was
some
like,
anyway.
hey, I'm scared of the, I don't know, because let's say, especially the boob thing is probably easy because a lot of women get that and it seems to be a successful treatment. But it's that butt shit. You got to get to the right doctor because you get the wrong
Nicki Minaj ass over the weekend.
Sometimes it's too much.
She had a for real Nicki Minaj, but like you always talking about you got the little dimples in the back, right? So she had that. She had a cut off shirt, but her like was
fill
as
up
big as this table, and as wide as
like how much is too
See,
much?
but that's too much. I feel like just do some squats and you should be good with the ass.
But that's my whole point.
Or
maybe she's doing some squats and it wasn't enough for her significant other. So Nicki Minaj is we can name a whole lot of people that didn't win it. But to they man it is.
Some men find it attractive.
I mean, what we think is sexy may not necessarily be what they
Instagram
think
got
is
people
sexy.
fucked up in the head.
Yeah.
What you see.
I want to get back to the penis
really.
enhancement thing.
Okay, well, we got some men here. Would y'all do a penis enhancement?
Or would you tell somebody you did? You probably would have one, but I don't think you would tell anyone
if you're in love with this chick, your wife, she the best thing since sliced bread, and she said, I want you to get a penis enhancement, would you say okay?
And she paid for it.
You would say okay?
That's my brother.
If you couldn't satisfy her and you wanted to be with her, you would.
That Corona shot, it made me grow 2 inches.
Okay, and there go the peanut gallery.
But do you get a penis implant at the point when you just can't get it up no more, or what? I don't know how it works.
Well, he just said if it's not enhanced, if it's
because when I think of penis enhancement, I'm thinking you just small and that's it. But it's not just small. It's just because you might be big, it's just not working no more.
She might be bigger.
There's like
sometimes you might have a nice size penis, but you got a woman who been used and It's all stressed out.
Now,
and-
why gotta
and
be all you?
okay,
Man,
how
she
you
just
hit-
got
Hold
a book. I mean,
How you just hit it just ain't gonna hit the walls. I'm just saying.
But so does a
so you
penis
need an
enhancement
enhancement.
always include size? Could it also be what's that?
That's
shit
what I'm
called?
asking,
To
'cause
keep
I don't
you
know.
hard, 'cause you know once
I don't
you get
know.
so you don't have to take the blue
Viagra.
pill. So you don't have to take
Viagra.
that blue pill.
I don't know. That's why I'm asking. 'Cause
I
I
mean,
don't know
I don't-
much about it. Oh my gosh.
Would you get a penis enhancement, sir?
I got it enhanced.
We didn't
that's
ask you
what
what you
there you
needed.
go. I don't
We didn't
need
ask
one.
you what you
There you
needed.
go.
If your spouse, if your spouse at some point said, "Hey, I need you to get a penis
That's my
enhancement,"
brother,
would
y'all.
you do it?
That Pfizer shot, they gave me 2 inches longer.
You can't. You can't. We can't have it. You
was
can't.
it just
you
you,
can't.
P, or was it everybody?
Keeping it up is mental, so they don't need the blue pill.
What if you was dating?
So people,
I got a
so
question.
people don't really need the blue pill because if they keep it mentally, get it correct in the mind, they wouldn't need the blue pill. Is what you kind of saying too.
I got a question.
You got
Right.
mentally. As a woman too, I agree with that. As a
Sex
woman,
is
you have to
mental,
be.
though.
You have to. Well, not for everybody. That's fucking.
I think sex is
Yeah,
more
you
mental.
you gotta have
I-
some.
I've had
You
men
have to
talk
have
themselves
some
out of
mental.
sex,
You
too,
do
so,
have to have some
I mean,
mental.
it works both ways. I've
Yeah.
had men had you right there, and then he say something stupid. You be like, "Fuck it, I'm going." Yeah, it's gonna.
I mean,
it's gonna be a wrap.
you do
It's
have
gonna
to
be a
have
wrap.
mental,
It's
but
gonna be a
sex
wrap.
do you have to have the sex.
But
okay,
I think
so
it's
what if
80%
would you-
maybe mental.
would you date a guy that told you that he had a penis enhancement?
Yeah, I
don't-
want to
it was-
see. I want to see. I've never seen one before. I want to see how it works.
I mean, actually,
You want to test it out?
I would need them to
Let me
tell
see if
me
you got your
after
money's
the first
worth.
time, because if they do it on the first time, then your mind is like,
only
Yeah, I know. It's like,
so it would take.
no.
don't tell you straight
I'm just
up
saying,
before
don't
y'all
tell me,
even have sex.
'cause
Yeah.
then the whole time you're gonna be thinking like, I supposed to work this dick a little different. How
Yeah,
that's supposed to
right.
work.
Like, am I scared to touch it? Like, am I supposed to touch it right?
So
I'm
then
gonna
after
touch.
you
I'm
do,
touching.
no, we talking.
Oh,
I mean,
I see if there's any scar tissue.
oh, he ringing it. He like, so you might break it. Then he might need a new
Break
enhancement.
it. No,
He might
that
need
ain't
a
on
new
me.
enhancement.
Hey,
got
y'all
insurance
don't,
for that.
y'all don't
Yeah,
even
for
know.
sure.
We got this person in the background. We're not gonna call their
Doing all
names
of
out.
And
I've been this dude right here. He has been comical for how long? I've been knowing you, Ed. 20 years.
You just called him out.
Oh shit.
See, I'll make sure not to
You
use
called him out anyway.
glucose.
Oh,
Come on.
that
Come
was
on,
me.
boy.
Hey.
I don't know your last
Come on,
name,
boy.
so I don't know.
I do.
Come on, boy. They're going to see you
What's your
anyway.
question?
We're going to see you anyway.
What
We
you gotta
already
say?
called your
Call him
name
out.
We already
Chippendale.
called
What you
your
gotta
name.
say?
Chippendale
We can
Bank.
hear your voice. What you gotta say?
What you got to say, Ed?
If a woman told you get rid of them muscles and she wanted you to put a little belly, because you know some of these women like bellies, what would you say?
Who?
Same thing I would say. Hell to the
I don't know who
fucking
Kim
no.
talking
Better
about.
take it.
Man, I've had women. I talk about men with bellies, and this is just my perception. And they like, Kim, you need a little belly, you need a little lift. Fuck that.
What,
I
is that
want
a bumper?
That's what they say. They
Ooh.
say.
Ooh.
I've heard all kind of names for these
It
bellies.
minimizes the
That's
shock.
called cushion.
What you call it?
That's what they
More
said.
cushion for
Could
the
put
pushing.
some shit
Oh.
like that. Hey, what that comedian said?
Cushion in the
at
back.
Space, he said
got
that
that.
was a floople, a floople.
A fupa.
Flupa.
That's what women have. We have a fupa.
It's more to grab. It's good.
I don't,
That's good stuff.
No, because it
I
gets
don't
in
know
the
about
way.
that. It's in
it
my
can
way.
get in the way.
It's hot. Fuck, I want your sweaty ass belly on my damn belly. Fuck is-
It helps you lose weight.
I think I'm thin enough.
I'm just trying to help those who aren't.
Service
Crazy,
announcement. If you want to lose weight, we're not into the weight loss program, but if you want to lose weight, there we go.
Guys,
We all
Stay
from hitting it
tuned.
from the back though.
Stay tuned. Yeah. Hit it from the back.
Hit it from the back.
My phone start trying to
That'll
explain
pump it up.
Yeah.
You won't need an enhancement then. Hit it from the back.
Hello, bug.
All right, ladies. I don't know where that conversation went, but I think it went well.
It went
All
left.
right. Well, I didn't think we were
Where
going
it
to have
always goes.
always love. I didn't think we were going to be able to pull in this third topic, but we will. We're going to close the night out with this last topic is closure. which kind of goes back. Everything kind of ties itself in. We're talking about cheating and what could be deal breakers, respectful or not respectful cheating, and what makes you walk away from your household and the reasons being. And then at the end of the day, we have what we call the word closure. How do you have closure, or can you have closure? Put whatever pronouns, adjectives, adverbs, all that in between that can say, can you still be friends and have closure? Can you get closure and be friends, or do you have to have that closure and then come back later to the friendship?
Yeah,
What do you think?
I think that you can have closure, but even if you don't have closure, you have to have that peace within yourself and make your own closure, because some things just can't be explained. And if we was talking about ghosting, if you just stop talking to me or whatever and whatnot, I'm gonna be hurt or whatever initially, but I'll get over that.
You can still
shit.
be friends.
It's
after
put a pin
period
on
of
that, because
time.
I have a question, because I kind of brought that up in your response, but keep going.
Yeah.
Put a pin. Remember
Over a period of time, I
pin.
think you can. It's unless it's not a mutual separation or breakup.
Uh-oh.
When it's one person that wants to break up and the other person doesn't, it becomes very
Bitter.
difficult
Yeah.
and bitter, and the
Yeah.
other person who doesn't want the breakup becomes angry.
Yeah,
Hey,
I've seen that.
I see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you have kids, though,
I
it's a
see
little.
that.
It brings it to another level as well. To be able to get along still after the fact. So it's depends on the level.
At that, you're correct. If you have kids, it kind of forces you to try to have some type of mutual friendship or understanding. I don't necessarily mean that those may not necessarily be friendships, but they're understandings. But I throw it out there to say closure in terms of, if you let's say you work with your significant other.
Oh shit!
And
You
how
do
how
not shit what
how,
you don't do it.
well, maybe it didn't happen that way.
Yeah.
You guys may have worked separate places and somehow got end up working at the same place.
Give me a transfer.
It happens, but let's say that happens. How do you
I'm going to HR. How do you handle that? How you deal with it? I'm going to HR.
I'll probably leave.
I'm going to HR.
I worked
Let
with my
them know
ex,
about the situation.
and I just left the job.
Yeah.
We get along,
uh-huh
but I left the job because that's just weird.
it just made sense for
It's just
you?
weird. It's just
But
weird.
it was
Plus,
weird
that's
in
what
the
he was
sense-
cheating at anyway. So hell.
Oh, then, okay.
So that's why he was cheating at anyway.
What
so
made
hell.
you okay? Then that okay.
So that made it even worse.
Okay,
But I think that
because then you had to look at the cheater.
You
you gotta look
The-
at
the
the
other-
cheater or
the
whoever
other-
else,
the
because you
other-
ain't no
yeah,
telling
yeah, okay.
her, whoever else.
She comes
And
sit at your
being
desk and say,
mad at
"Tina, you
work.
want a donut?"
Whatever.
Bitch, no.
Bitch, no.
Stick that donut up your ass, and I'm gonna ring it around with the
But
hole.
I have seen people still have friendships after and have closure and be able to, like, you was a sucky ass husband or whatever like that, but you cool. You just sucked
You're just
in a
not for
relationship.
me.
You
You're
just
just not
weren't
for
for me.
me.
And what if
Right.
it
You
wasn't
just weren't for
about?
me.
And the reason why I say that, because there's different levels, and I have no idea why these bugs. Everybody know I can't stand
They're
bugs.
only with you though.
Perfume. Perfume.
We're like over here chilling.
I mean, literally
I
perfume.
had one to get in my drink, but
Yeah,
I
that's
took it
what
out.
I was concerned about.
Well, alcohol be everything.
What if it's a relationship? He wasn't sucky, she wasn't sucky. You just grew apart.
Yeah, it
Right,
happens.
same thing. Yeah, well,
It's mutual.
yeah.
So I mean,
y'all just
it
grew
shouldn't
apart,
be
and that's
that
okay.
difficult. It
Yeah.
shouldn't be really.
Then you
difficult
really
at all.
should be able to have closure in that situation.
Yeah.
You really should, with no hard feelings. But are you really over it? Like she said, sometimes it's one person still kind of have one foot in.
Ooh,
Thinking
and especially
about-
if they see you with
Thinking
somebody
about Jill
else.
Scott with that
Woo.
song "Closure." The man knocking on the door. He's like, "Can I get them collard greens one more time?"
Now nigga want me
I'm
to cook
calling the
for 'em and
police.
shit. You missed that shit, don't you?
Miss
Don't be
that
knocking
shit.
on my door and I ain't invite you over.
Yeah, but
Period.
sometimes usually one person has one foot in. Still. Because somebody didn't want to really let go, but they,
Yeah.
you knew it wasn't good for you, but you didn't kind of want to let go. So, but I do think that people can have closure and still be friends. I've seen it.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
I've
Seen it happen.
experienced it.
So where I put the pin is because when we were thinking of topics for today, I did a synonym, I guess. I said ghosting and rejection. Do we call it rejection if it's somebody you've been talking to less than a month? Like, is that really rejection?
It's still rejection if they approach you and you say no. That's rejection.
But what I'm saying is, what if you've been talking to the person for 2 or 3 weeks, a month, they ghost you? Is it rejection?
That's rejection.
That's still rejection.
It's rejection.
I think you still
It's not
you still in the
like-
meeting phase to me. So I'm like,
I mean,
It's-
but you're not.
rejection
for me,
is just
it's not a bad word.
Rejection is you just kind of hollering at somebody and you really interested in them, and they give you the number and then they never call or something like that. That's rejection. It's all
or
rejection.
you just say no. Nigga.
no, nigga.
It's
no.
all rejection.
Okay.
Yeah, or that. It's still rejection.
It's rejection.
It's still rejection.
And it's nothing wrong with rejecting somebody. I mean, people take things too personally. I mean,
I agree. I agree.
Don't be. Everybody.
If you're
is
not that
for
invested,
everybody.
then you're right.
If you're not that invested,
If you're
you
not
are
invested.
in a relationship, it takes its course. There are seasons, and there's a lifetime.
But if you've been in it long enough, just have the respect to say it. Don't
Right.
just ghost out.
Some
or
people don't know how to
disappear.
take no for an answer.
some people are
Oh.
are scared of
There's
confrontation.
that. That's true
So,
too. That's true too.
and so that they don't have to have a confrontation or just have an
Or
argument
don't wanna
with
hurt their
somebody.
feelings and
Yeah,
stuff.
hurt their feelings. They just say, if I block you, lose your number. That kind of
Those
works for
always
them.
blow up though, because eventually you're gonna run into that
the
person or so,
I
and
don't
then it's
know,
a
now,
whole
if you
nother
ain't in
thing.
the same circles, and they
Yeah,
don't
if
know
you
where
know-
you live or work. Then
Oh,
you good.
well, there's that.
Well, that's even better.
You real good.
Then why do you?
I
do it?
gave you the
They don't know
scenario.
where you work
I
or
ran
live
into mine in the grocery store. Eventually, the
yeah, you
universe
did.
will
We'll
bring you
bring
back.
But it
It's
was
gonna
it was
cross
over
paths
a
some
period
kind of
of
way.
time, though, and you were in a good place. So it was a
True.
reason behind
So I had
that.
true.
and the maturity behind
True.
it.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
are
A lot of
you
maturity.
if you're immature or you're still dwelling in your hurt, you haven't got any relief from that. When
And
you
still
do
stalking that
when you
nigga.
do run into that person, then it's gonna be a situation. But if you are mature or there's been some growth for you regarding that, when you see them, it's just kind of like, what's up, dap them and keep on moving. Wish you
Hey.
well. I'm
Public
glad
service
I didn't ask for
announcement.
that.
You guys should go see a counselor. There's nothing wrong with I'm like, seriously,
Yeah.
professional help. Some people need that, and
Should we
in
put
our
the-
community.
Should we put the 1-800
stigma,
number
we
down
don't
there?
1-800
I don't have a 1-800 number. You can
1-800
Google it. Google is my best friend. Google and what's her name? Siri, not Siri.
Alexa.
Alexa. That's
Alexa.
my bitch.
Alexa.
Yeah,
That's your
Okay,
bitch.
that's
That's
our
my
bitch.
bitch.
Okay.
that's my bitch. I
She'll
love
tell
her.
you everything you
Oh
need
my
to know.
God, everything. But yeah, some people just really need to seek counseling because they don't know themselves. They don't love themselves. They don't know how to love others.
You shouldn't be in a relationship
And you should
anyway
not
at
be in
that
a
point.
relationship, and you continuously trying to be in a relationship
Absolutely.
or seek out, or just even be by yourself, and that's still not always good because then you have other types of mental
depression.
illnesses
You can
such as
find
depression
yourself
and
in
stuff.
Black
depression.
in a very
people.
tight, dark
Black
place.
people, it is okay to go to
Go see a
therapy.
counselor. It
to
is
seek
okay.
counseling.
I have to say
Because
that
we're
sometimes.
stereotyped. We
Because
don't,
we are
don't
stereotyped
wanna do
not to
that.
go have
We won't
counseling.
do that. We won't
And
do that.
sometimes we need to have counseling.
We
That's
do.
okay. So
And
Even when you're
and
doing
counseling.
good, you need
Listen,
to see some type of counseling
sometimes-
or
sometimes in counseling, what I want to say, I hate to say it, is you can seek counseling sometimes in your friends, but then sometimes your friend can be the worst person to seek counseling
Absolutely.
in.
if
So,
they're not licensed, I cannot.
yeah, I was about
Well,
to
you
say.
might have a
I'm not
licensed
saying just
friend.
friends.
Look,
I'm talking
I'm
about
telling
somebody
y'all.
really licensed. I'm with lie on here.
Growing up, I
I'm with y'all on
never
that.
sought counseling in anybody my age or my peers because I felt like y'all didn't know more than I did.
Yeah, you going through it too.
You going through it too,
Yeah.
and you still
But
learning
your
life.
licensed counselor could still be your peer.
But she's licensed or
Okay.
he's licensed.
Yeah.
Okay.
These mofos ain't got no license.
Okay, well, shit.
And I was speaking when I was young,
Okay, well,
younger.
I
I'm
get
still
you.
young.
No,
I'm
I
still young,
understand
y'all. I'm still young.
The way we grow up in
When I
the
was
South
younger.
is the
Because the
elders.
50 is the new
The
30.
elders usually give you the advice. Some of them ain't living right.
Well, back in the day,
Some of them
church
might
was-
been the
church was
side
our-
chick for
church
like
was
20
our-
something years.
Church was
But-
our counseling back in the day, but
True.
then we found out that the counselor was the
one cheating.
The one cheating.
Right.
So then
I
that
was
threw
always
the
waiting
whole
on God to
process.
answer.
That
I call
threw the
on
That's a
God.
whole nother story.
That's a whole nother story. That might be a topic
That's
for
a
next
whole
week.
nother
That might
story,
be
yeah.
a topic for next week.
What spirituality?
No.
No.
counseling from the pastor that then becomes your significant other?
No,
Oh.
no.
Who then becomes your significant
other
or your baby daddy?
or your baby daddy
I
or
be
your
waiting
side piece,
I
your
be waiting
side
on a
dude.
sign from the Lord. I asked for signs.
Well,
I know
he
ain't
just,
talking
but the
back.
pastor could
Hey,
have
you
told
know
you
what?
to sign for the
why
Lord.
you playing though? I've done that before, and
Yeah.
I got the sign pretty quickly.
Yes, you
pretty
ask for
quickly. You'll be
signs.
surprised.
I'm telling you,
You'll be surprised.
we're all human.
Careful what you ask for,
Careful
And you
what you ask for.
because you will get an answer. You will
Definitely.
get an answer.
And I be wanting
Every time I wanted to know somebody was cheating, it revealed
revealed
itself
itself.
pretty quickly.
I went on my
Pretty
gut.
quickly.
I ain't have to see you do shit.
Well, you have that gut, but then you
Everybody
still
has a
want
gut
that.
feeling,
You
but
still
know,
want that.
sometimes,
You know.
sometimes they be like, "Yeah, good. It's not what I want to hear today."
Yeah.
you
yeah.
know, you want to resist the gut feeling
yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, shit. Today was a great day for a conversation. The weather, yeah,
It
the
is.
time is up.
The weather is awesome.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
You know,
Great.
it's 8:00, but we're gonna do our final. I think this week's events. I know they have the grand opening at Bayou City Cigars.
Bayou
What's up,
City,
Daryl?
check it out.
Hello. Happy birthday.
On
Happy
this
birthday,
Friday.
Daryl.
Happy birthday, big bro. The other 50. So those of you who can come out to the grand opening, Bayou City Cigars, 1601 San Jacinto, 1201 San Jacinto. Let me just say that so
Let's
I
look,
get that
it's
wrong.
Bayou City
Bayou
Cigars.
Cigars.
B-A-Y-O-U.
It's gonna be a band and a DJ, so we're gonna have a
Yeah.
great time there,
That'd be
and
good.
also celebrate the owner's birthday. So we look forward to hanging out with you this Friday. Nothing else. I will invite you guys to Westside Wednesday tomorrow at Exarod.
Yep.
They have a live band as well. The weather should be great. We had to
Great patio
postpone
weather.
from last week because rain
the
would
weather.
not let us be great.
Yeah.
Would let us be great. Lala, any events coming up for our Stogies?
Well, actually, we are going to do a promo on My Father's Cigars soon.
Oh, that's right. You said that.
Yeah.
This week, possibly. Maybe even I might start tomorrow. Yeah, so it's like it's gonna be somewhat like you buy a box. It can be a mixed box of 20 different My Father brand cigars, and it goes into a raffle for. We have some gorgeous My Father humidors. We have ashtrays. We have swag bags. But the box purchase itself will only be for a raffle for the humidors. So I will keep you. God dang it.
Well, if she
Just call
doesn't
me.
start
Plus
this
my
week,
IG page has been hacked.
but you can just
that's
call
right.
up here to our Stogies. She's
If
here.
you want more
If you
information.
want
Make
more
sure you ask the
information.
right questions. Don't ask me no dumb ass shit.
Oh Lord, there we go. There we go. Also,
But yeah, you can call me up here at International House of Stogies. We at 7425 Highway 6, Missouri City 77459. Check us out. I'm here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday,
and every other Saturday.
and every other Saturday. I won't be here this Saturday, but I'll be here next Saturday maybe.
Count from there.
And to end it, as always, I know y'all gonna get tired of me, but until Memorial Weekend, please, 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 guys, go to HoustonCigarWeek.org. That's
Yes.
ORG. HoustonCigarWeek.org. It is gonna be epic. We're starting on Tuesday, and we're gonna end on Sunday. We have a lot of things in store.
A whole lot.
We have a lot of vendors, a lot of sponsors. Houston is going to be flooded with a lot of out of town people.
What's up, Memphis?
So we are
ATL.
going. We plan. Listen, let me tell you now. Those of you who got to get your livers right, and all those
liver?
in
Stop smoking
between.
for a week or so.
Because you can't smoke for 3 days at a time. Go ahead on and take your break now. Because you are listen.
ready.
Take a vacation. It's Memorial Weekend. Just go ahead on and tell the office I'm not gonna be in.
Till
Because
Tuesday.
if you try to go and then go to work behind that, it's gonna be epic failure at your job. And I don't want you to lose your job. So I'm just telling you now, take a vacation. Go ahead on and take a vacation. It is gonna be
Well, most
epic.
of you
I'm
should
looking
be
for
off that
somebody
Monday.
who's gonna
hopefully.
drive me around. I need
It's
like
called
a driving
Uber.
service. I don't want fucking
You
Uber.
said a driving service.
I want to be able to smoke
Oh.
and drink in the Uber.
Oh, so you want somebody who gonna let you smoke in their vehicle?
I said a driving service. That will
Oh.
require like a sprinter or somebody, who has those means. Holler at your girl. because I need that all week long.
She
I'm
just did a
celebrating
whole
my
commercial.
birthday. I'll be turning the big 50.
Hey.
Little
30. She gonna be
50.
turning 30.
50 is the new 30 for real. Like for real. I can't put in no blank. My vocab is restricted. You addicted.
To the words that
I'ma
you
steal
addicted
it.
to.
We'll
To the
put that on
words
the
you
shirt.
afflicted.
Time after
I'll put that on
time.
the
Line
shirt.
after line.
Talking about the bitches that are on your mind.
Then they
Okay.
call you Lala.
It's time to go now.
Because of your height and
Dick
your
on your
width. This me, boy. I hang your boss
That's on
for a
a
clip.
clip.
Wrap around a slinky. You think it's an easy task.
To the corner of the curve,
then
then
want your
wow.
ass.
Hey, we ain't went off such a guy.
Hey.
I want
wow.
to
We
thank
can
you.
go.
Whole rap.
We can go.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Again, HoustonCigarWeek.org.
Yes.
ORG.
Get your tickets.
Get your tickets. We have opened up VIP again because we did have to close it because it was full. But we have opened it
Made
up for
accommodations.
for a small extended period of time. So I would tell you in the next 2 weeks to go ahead on and get your VIP
Right.
tickets. If you don't, we will be closing it again. But again, we thank you guys for all your support for Houston Cigar Week. I'm speaking on behalf of them. And then I think the ladies here, we always want to say thank you for supporting
tuning in,
Lipstix.
supporting.
Thanks so much.
Make sure you like that page and subscribe
like
to
and
Lipstix
subscribe.
Cigar Podcast.
And
on
we
YouTube.
have our shirts. I think we've had a couple of people order. We have them in the
Yep.
tank top, in the
Muscles.
white.
See the muscles?
We
I ain't ready
she
for
has
that
on
yet.
her black one. We wore maroon last week.
Yep.
So we have the V-necks in maroon
Yeah.
and black, and then we have the tank tops in white. So
Thank you guys for the
DM
support.
us
Thanks,
if you
Soto.
want it. God damn it. We thank Soto very much. We want to thank Soapbox Heroes for always
Hey.
providing
Thank
us
you.
with excellent production and always being on time for us, and we were running late, but we thank you again. And with no further ado, Tina, you want to close us out?
Hey, this is Lipstix. It's Tina J. Come on.
Licious.
We got to get it
I
together.
was drinking.
And K2W.
Choke.
Peace out, y'all.
Peace out.
Have a good
Peace
night.
out. Love,
Good
peace,
night.
and PSSITA.